Hello Galactic family. Dear friends. I am Jeshua. I am here to help each of you connect with your deeper self, your I Christ. For a long time you have looked at me from the bottom up, like a teacher and teacher who shows the way, but I am here to pass the torch to you. It is good to be here among people who think alike, among friends. You are very dear, I love you. You live in a reality that has become disconnected from reality. The connection with the highest in you, with your essence, with your soul, has been lost. This disconnection ended up being institutionalized in society, in education, in counseling and in medicine. The lack of connection with their own soul is what hurts them most deeply and makes them unhappy. But I am here to help each of you to recover that connection, to recognize your true identity again, and to experience the joy of assuming it. Reconnect with the intense source of light that is alive in you, which is in your earthly body, your physical body, your mind, your heart. I encourage you to join me in this feeling. First, feel the earth beneath your feet, feel the energy of Mother Earth. Feel your pure wealth, the beauty of nature and the beings who live in it. They are part of you. The animal, plant, and human realms need to be a whole, and value and care for each other. Make this connection now with the earth, with your home. Feel the energy under your feet flowing from the living earth to you. Earth welcomes you and greets you as someone she knows. It wants to welcome you and sustain your body and your spirit. Wants you to realize that you are a child of the earth. As an example of the innocence of nature, we have animals and plants. They live in a timeless consciousness, and because of this they can seize the moment, the vibration, and the flow of life flowing through them. This simple attribute is not more natural to you, but you can do it again if you allow it. Feel the bottom of your being alive. Whatever that means, whatever the purpose of it, I live. Feel how naturally life is free and lively. She seeks nothing. It simply is. And at the same time it is always changing, always flowing. Allow this lively energy to move up to your pelvis and abdomen. See if you can inhale into that area of your body, so you can consciously connect with the earth's energy flow. You are a child of the earth. Without this perception, you will not be able to change anything and not even truly live. From your head and your mind you can theorize, analyze, and apply concepts, but this will have no real power or long life inside you if you do not cooperate with the dynamic flow of life itself. Then embrace your own abdomen. Welcome life into you, this life that is so unpredictable and sometimes seems to have will of its own. To this life also belong your emotions and feelings, so connect now with them from your heart, so that you are welcome. You are afraid of your feelings because you were taught to control them with your mind. However, there is a desire within you, a certain impetuosity, anxiety, a desire to be free, to be truly free. When this desire is based on living earth, it is the most natural in the world. But when based on the limitations set by the disconnected human world, you distrust your own desire for freedom and your own sensitivity. You no longer believe in them, so you hardly dare to be present in your abdomen, and even often become alien to your own heart. Your greatest task in this life is to accept yourself as a human being who is part of nature, and completely inhabit your own heart and abdomen. This brings light to the earth. When enough people manifest their light in this way as a living human being, with an open heart, and deeply rooted in their own abdomen, the more easily the old structures of power, fear, and corruption will collapse. There will be very little to support these systems. There will be too much light, and this will bring about the collapse of these structures. But change comes from within your whole body, It cannot be imposed only by the head. Change can only truly take place from a living connection with your earthly self. Now I want to help you heal more directly the connection with your own living self. And the best example of vitality, naturalness, and innocence is a child that has not yet been shaped by society or education. One day you were a child on earth, a sensitive child, a child with a particular conscience. You were born with a certain inner knowingness and sensitivity in your heart that were natural to you. But they were not natural to the people around them. Your parents were fraught with fears, with restrictive ideas acquired in the past, and as a small child you were influenced by all this while growing up. This was his first encounter with the human world, the world of fear, confusion, darkness. A world with a very poor connection to the uniqueness of the soul. Go to that child that exists within you. See that first moment of confusion on the face of your own inner child. Feel what it was like when this child was pure, when she was still connected with her own heart and abdomen, when she was a child of earth and felt it. Notice what energies of your environment, perhaps your father or mother, affected you most, in the sense that you have lost the connection with your own soul. There is no question of guilt or reproof here. Just notice this as a fact. Where and why did I get confused? Which made me confused? What deprived me of my strength? The birth family is one of the biggest causes of perplexity in your life. A veil that falls between you and your own soul, your authentic self. As a little child, you are deeply attached to your parents, not even realizing the difference between you and them. There is a lack of borders, which makes him especially vulnerable to the influences of the fears of his birth family. Unconscious fears, perhaps, but which nevertheless profoundly affect you because you do not yet have any well-defined frontiers. By keeping your inner child clearly in view and the damage it has done, you can keep it close to yourself under your own control, so to speak, by bringing that lost child back home. See if you can see it in front of you. See if you can find a lost child inside you, who needs you, your heart, your inner wisdom and your firm roots. Invite this child to take her place on her abdomen, to find rest there, and notice her sitting down. Come home, for yourself, welcome your dark parts, for the shadow is not real. You are confused, you have begun to doubt yourself and the source of light that you are. But it's time to wake up so the light can flow again. The soul of the earth calls it. She wants to work with you to create a new energy, a wave of renewal on this planet. You are a light worker. Your soul has heard the call to change, not only in itself but also in the realms of the nature of the earth and in the heart of humanity itself. There is a lot of pain and suffering in the world, and you know that sometimes you feel powerless to change anything. But you are a point of light in this world, make sure of it. Appreciate your open heart, your open self. Feel this again. It is likely that you, like others, have done a lot of inner work for years, maybe decades. And you have spent a lot of time looking at your dark parts, investigating your limiting fears and beliefs, having freed yourself from many things. However, as I look at the light workers here on earth, I see that your greatest fear or dilemma is to express yourself in this world. You have become free internally and have made huge steps forward. Were very sincere with themselves. But they are still afraid to deviate from the path, to be different. The fear of being rejected or punished for what they are. These fears usually come from ancient times, including from other lives. But I want to emphasize that there is now room for you in this world. Now each of you can express your soul, your light, for this is the only thing that will make you truly happy. You have progressed in your inner growth and awareness, to the point that you are no longer satisfied with just this. There is a longing in you to demonstrate your light and make it visible. This, even, is the next step in your path of consciousness, because it evokes fear in you. It takes courage and daring to be completely yourself in this world, but this is possible. I ask you now to observe your daily life and to feel where you restrict your own strength and your own light, whether it is at work, in your personal relationships, in your family. Notice what comes spontaneously to your mind as an aspect of your life where you do not show your true self. You may have a sense of anxiety or limitation when thinking about doing this. But do not forget that your true self is an earthly self. He is full of life, full of joy, and creative. Feel this true self in your body. At what point does he feel restricted? Ask yourself if you can think of a step to take, a concrete step. And with the word concrete, I mean a visible, tangible step that allows you to create an opening here, so that you can let more of yourself be visible and manifest in this world. Maybe it's an emotion that you want to express more clearly to someone else. Maybe it's something you want to give yourself and you've been denied by false modesty. Maybe it's a project that you saved for later, but that was never materialized. Allow yourself to take that step and feel the joy overflowing with the idea of freedom and liveliness. Here's your next step: be proud of who you are in this world. Be a teacher, be a pioneer, do not hide anymore. Be confrontational, if need be, but feel how much you do it out of love and awareness. You do not have to turn the world into a better place. There is no need to be assertive or overambitious when presenting. The point is simply to let yourself flow naturally, effortlessly, like an animal or a tree that you simply are. I greet everyone at heart and ask them to feel our combined energies, to feel our friendship. We are the same. We are connected. Thank you very much. Jeshua.